Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome back to Oblivion. Well, last time, we tortured and killed a group of adventurers for having the sheer audacity to explore a dungeon, which, you know, now I think about it, does feel a bit harsh, given that's basically what I've been doing every week since I started this adventure. And today, Sheogorath has challenged me to come to a better understanding as to what's going on in the Shivering Isles. And to do that, I need to go and meet the Duke of Mania and the Duchess of Dementia. So, you know what? We've been a bit mania heavy so far, did come through mania to actually get to New Sheoth in the first place, so let's start off with the Duchess of Dementia. But before we get to that, let's have a quick episode of Let's Talk All About the Things That John Got Wrong. Though, okay, this one wasn't so much got wrong as just didn't see. It's just a bit of a perception -1 moment, which is, yes, I was given a ring at one point, and I didn't think much of it at the time because, okay, it's a ring that lets you do water walking. Unremarkable, really. Somehow I failed to notice this ring also fortifies both speed and athletics by 20 points, which is cocking amazing. So, screw you, mind and body ring. Hello, ring of skimming. Lovely. Because, bloody hell, my default speed is now 155, meaning it's now, yes, precisely 100 below the cap. And athletics is 93 as well. So, okay, that's more like 150 below what it needs to be. But bear in mind, of course, I do, yes, know how to do ludicrous speed and ludicrous sprint. So, okay, activate spell number 1. And then spell number 2. And now we should, bloody hell, and then just mix in the... Okay, so basically gravity can't cocky touch me anymore. I can just basically functionally fly. Lovely. Right, as I was saying, into the House of Dementia, let's see what the Duchess has got going on today. Oh, bloody hell, is this the Duchess? Okay, it must be, because she's got the tiny crown of I can't be killed. Right, well, basically, screw the stupid purple finery. I'm going to be needing your dress, actually.
Why do you approach the Duchess of Dementia? Do you seek death?
Okay, so, actually, I was told to come say hi, and I'm guessing you've got something for me to do to prove my worth or whatnot.
You're the one the Mad God sent, aren't you? Then you're safe for now. Speak to no one unless I instruct you to. None of them can be trusted. Do you hear me? None! Surrounded by traitors and spies I am. Always, always. They watch and wait, eager to slip a knife into my spine when I'm not looking.
Okay, 1, I'm going to be honest, I'm one of their number. I will kill you as soon as the opportunity becomes available, if it gets me that dress. And 2, do keep in mind, we're inside Dementia, in the Shivering Isles. Just because she thinks people are trying to kill her, it doesn't mean it's true. She could just be mad in the sense of incredibly paranoid. So, right, assume nothing.
Could be all of them. Every last one. None can be trusted. But they'll never take me down. Never! I'll see them all rotting in shallow graves before I let my guard down. You will help me. Yes, yes, you will be most useful.
Okay, and now I'm supposed to figure out who did it, if anybody did, though, yes, potentially, the only way to resolve this might just be to, yeah, pin it on at somebody, so she's satisfied the assassin has been dealt with, and also bear in mind, the whole reason we're doing this is Sheogorath wanted me to learn something. Possibly what I'm supposed to be learning is, yes, the Duke and Duchess of New Sheoth are also complete stark raving bonkers, which, to be honest, I would have expected. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
You're going to find out who knows. You're going to learn who keeps secrets, who conspires against me. You will be my Grand Inquisitor. Expose the conspirators and they will be punished, I assure you. Find out who keeps secrets and what they are. Speak with Herdier. He will help you. Do you understand what is required of you? If no one is found, you will be held responsible.
Okay, when you say speak to Herdier, you began this conversation by saying trust nobody, so can I trust Herdier? I don't know. He can always be found at the torture chamber in the House of Dementia. Right, he's your torturer, got it. Right, before we get to that, let's just have a bit of a, yes, poke around and make sure we know what's going on. So, private gardens, possibly the private gardens of Dementia, possibly the private gardens of, yes, Shergorath himself. Don't worry about that, don't have a key. This might be the Duchess's bedroom, in which case if she were to have... okay, that's red finery. That's not what I need. I need something else. So, base ring of fire shield, nothing too dramatic there. But, madness, or I'll be helping myself to that. Lovely. Oh, and I'm glad I started off by looting her bedroom. Amber bow matrix, though. Oh. That's interesting. Amber pertains to mania, yet she's, you know, obviously dementia. Possibly she stole this to screw over the mania folks, and that would suggest maybe I could find, yes, like a madness equivalent over on the mania side. Worth keeping in mind, potentially. Right, only other door is, yes, out to the private gardens. Once again, need the key, so in which case, yeah, dungeon's gotta be, oh yeah, this looks like the right sort of thing.
What brings you to this delightful corner of the House of Dementia? How may I help you?
Oh, now that is a good evil voice, minds. So, hello there, I'm the Grand Inquisitor, and you apparently are the only person I can trust.
Are you? I'd expected an entrance with a bit more flair. Ah well, perhaps you'll grow into the role. One can hope, Now, we've got much to do. Lady Syl is not a patient woman, as I'm sure you've seen. Shall we begin?
Okay, so apparently one of my expected duties as the Grand Inquisitor is to be incredibly needlessly overdramatic. You know what, I could definitely come round to this whole dementia side versus mania. Because, you know what, some good evil voice acting and the expectation that I'm supposed to be massively overly dramatic. Yeah, you know what, you can win me over with that nonsense. Right, here dear, how are we supposed to solve the mystery?
Isn't it obvious? We need to search through Crucible, looking for these traitors. Talk to whomever might have information. If they're reluctant to help, you just say the word and I'll do my best to, persuade them. Really, we should be going. Her ladyship expects results.
Okay, so this guy is literally my torturer who's going to follow me around and torture anyone I think needs to be tortured. This is great. What about this person? Can we torture this person? Okay, the investigation is limited to, yes, Crucible. And that means we need to find likely candidates to investigate. No need, however, to, yes, like, you know, kick off by torturing people, as much as this guy would like me to do so. No. This is an RPG, I know precisely where to start. The local bartender, who happens to like me because I brought her medicine. Also, I did just remember, I had a dog at one point, didn't I? Does anyone know what happened to the dog? I think the dog just might have died in a dungeon at some point. Right, Bernice, you owe me a bloody favour.
I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Okay, so... ooh. So there's no way to, like, you know, just persuade her or anything. Either we begin torturing her, or we just sort of believe her and move on. Okay, just, you know, out of intellectual curiosity as to how effective torturing is inside this mission, Herdia, just do a bit of, like, you know, really light torture. Like, use one of the blunt knives or something.
Please, no!
And here we go, bit of a torture. Oh, he's going to use magic, I see. Okay, now any chance you're suddenly feeling a bit more chatty. And just FYI, I'm like not entirely convinced there is a murderer, so if you just like to throw somebody you don't like under the bus, that's perfectly acceptable.
I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Okay, well, she has already had some torture. Fine, you'll be spared for now, I suppose.
Thank you.
I mean, honestly, that's a very generous thank you, given I did just have you tortured. Okay, who else is potentially going to be in the know? Or alternatively, who else has, yes, got any motive, or who else is maybe well armed enough to be considering that they could assassinate the Duchess? Okay, Cutter spends a surprisingly large amount of time talking about how much she enjoys stabbing people, and yes, Ariel does literally turn people into statues and then display them having broken off their limbs. So, both of them are most definitely not nice people.
I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Okay, just one light bit of torture, just to, double check you're definitely certain about what you're saying there.
Please, no!
Alright, she was definitely smiling at the end. Okay, Cutter is actually into this, it's fine.
Please, no more!
Now, are you definitely sure you don't know anything about the conspiracy?
I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Right, still nothing.
I saw the Zaxa, and I nagged it too. Oh, fibble.
Okay, I've found a prime suspect here.
I'll calicrack the find-do. I will! You tear-it at it!
That sounds like a confession to me, Bullwing.
Nary on that. I'll ballito before I cradle.
Oh, will you? Well, we'll see just how much torture you can take before you... Oh, apparently we can't torture this guy. Okay, honestly, I was looking forward to just torturing him until he eventually crippled, but apparently not, dear-o flipping dear. Honestly, Herder, you're going bloody soft on me, mate.
If I may be so bold, Inquisitor, I believe this person has nothing to contribute to our investigation. Perhaps we should move on.
Okay, I was just torturing Ariel over and over to see if maybe we could ultimately make him crack, get a false confession, just pin it all on him, given he is a bit of a monster. But yes, my own torturer has intervened to say, hey, maybe you're going a bit far, let's dial it back a bit. So, okay, this should definitely be a point of introspection for me. Like, that's a good sign I've gone too far. Ooh, I think we might be on something here. Ushnar, right here, the guy who had a problem with the Khajiit following him around. You see, if we just ask him about a conspiracy...
I've nothing to tell the likes of you.
Okay, now that sounds very distinct from I don't know anything, so before we start torturing, let's see if maybe we could play good cop with this guy by just, telling him some jokes and whatnot. No, I've maxed out his disposition at 80, which is all I can do, and yes, he's not willing to play ball, so, okay, begin the torture.
No more! No more! All I know is that word has gotten around about Anya Herrick. She looks more nervous than normal lately. People think she might be up to something.
Okay, we've got ourselves a suspect, though based on basically no evidence whatsoever, which is marvellous. Though the bigger issue is, who the cock is Anya Herrick? Because I thought I'd pretty much met everyone in the local area, so... how have I not met someone in a district this bloody small? Ah, because this person is in Bliss, John. Well, that just makes perfect sense. The people in Dementia probably are pretty happy with Dementia. The person who's trying to assassinate her is probably in Bliss, and if someone's trying to kill the Duke of Mania, it's gonna be one of these people. Gotcha. That might be what I'm supposed to be learning. That yes, the problem is the two sides of the Shivering Isles are effectively at war with each other. Gotcha. Though by the looks of it, yes, my torturer is not allowed on this side of town. There must be rules about this sort of thing. Except, hang on. I was just, yes, passing through, but this person is called Big Head, which I thought that was just people being insane.
The fork for Big Head. Oh, where has Master put the fork? It sings alone, far from home. Sad, sad fork. Sad, sad Big Head.
Right, so there is somebody called Big Head who is looking for a fork.
The fork! The precious, precious fork! Hear how it sings to Big Head. Beautiful, perfect fork of horripilation. But it is gone. Gone, gone, gone. No more singing. No more ringing. Taken from Big Head. Never returned. That is when Big Head came here. Master brought me. Whispered shouts into my ear. Songs of mad gods. gods, songs of bad gods. Softly, master, softly.
Okay, now, I'll admit I did see in the comments previously some people saying, "Oh, John, the fork is real, you walked straight past it." And I kind of assumed everyone was just, deliberately messing with me, because it seemed so ridiculous. But, okay, the fork, as it turns out, is actually real.
It went away, but it will come back. It always comes back. It is close. Big Head can hear it. The fork of horripilation. Hear it singing songs of home. It comes again. It brings presents. It is not present. Soon it will be. You will find it. Bring the fork. Hear the music. Music of toads. Music of roads. Sing to yourself so all can hear.
Okay, so... Bloody hell, this DLC is weird.
Talk to the beggar. Talk to Bullwing. He knows secrets, but no one can hear them. No one but Big Head. Take Big Head's charm. Listen to Bullwing. His tongue is tied, but his mind is unraveled. He'll tell you the secret. Who has the fork?
Okay, so the gibberish spouting man, we can figure out what he's actually trying to say. Marvellous. Oh, and hang about, the quest marker was lying to me. She's not actually in Bliss at all. She's in the palace grounds somewhere. Hang about, where have you managed to... Oh, I see you back there. Let's me and you have a nice chat.
I'm Anya Herrick. I serve Lady Syl, and she allows me to remain protected within the House of Dementia. I'm so grateful to her.
Okay, I'm pretty sure, yes, I saw you floating around behind her when we first went in. You're like, one of her serving ladies or something. So, step one, persuade
right.
Rather than torture.
What? No, I don't know anything about anything. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Okay, you could not be more suspicious right now. Give her a bit of the old zap juice, her dear. Her dear? Her dear? Where's... Her dear? You're supposed to be... There he cocking is! Bloody hurry up, I need this woman tortured, her dear.
Please, I'm not involved. I didn't do anything. They wanted me to get them close to Syl, but I couldn't abide them.
Okay, so... Yes, she might be nervous because someone tried to recruit her into the conspiracy. That doesn't necessarily mean she is actually in it. But I want the full story right now, Anya. Otherwise, more zapping.
I don't know. Not for sure. Mazada came to me, said that Syl needed to be removed and that I was supposed to help them. Or else I would be far too afraid to turn on Syl. But I couldn't turn them in either because they might come after me. Please, you must do something.
Okay, hang about. Was that the guy I literally just spoke to, who actually turned you in? Ah, yes, and now I've got Big Head's charm.
Fribble, just fribble. Wait, you can understand me? Lovely. It's been too long since I was able to have a nice chat with someone. What a pleasant surprise. Previously, it was only poor Big Head who seemed to understand me, and he's always in such a lather about that fork.
Okay, so now we can speak to him about the conspiracy.
You're the only one who understands me, and you'd think me a traitor? You disappoint me, friend. I'll take my leave now.
No, that's not how this works. Okay, you answer questions, or alternatively this guy shocks you, but fine, apparently I'm so ashamed that I would think badly of Bullwing that I'm actually not able to order him to be tortured.
Ah, yes, the Fork of Horripilation. I have heard rumors about it. It appears that Lord Sheogorath has returned it to the Isles. Not surprising, I suppose. He does enjoy his toys. Last I heard, some heretics had gotten hold of the item in question. Unfortunately, it seems to be an item of great importance for some of the zealots as well. They've been fighting over it for some time now.
Okay, that would imply it's going to be found at one of the camps where you find zealots, but also implies it could be at any of them if they're fighting over it between them. Oh, and never mind, that was Ushnar. Right, the guy we're after is the Khajiit. Lovely. So just break into his house nice and... Or not. I swear that door was locked, but whatever. This here is a good spot to do the interrogation, because now there are no cocking witnesses.
I'm afraid I have no idea what you are talking about.
Okay, said with some confidence, but I have good reason to believe you might, buddy. Give him a few volts, Herdia.
Please, no. You may continue to do your worst, Inquisitor, but unless you have some evidence of this preposterous conspiracy, you'll get nothing from me.
Okay, we need evidence to throw in his face. All of a sudden, we're playing bloody LA Noire. I love it. Okay, well, I am literally in your house right now. Just have a bit of a poke around. You've probably left some incriminating evidence somewhere, you stupid loser. Okay, highly suspicious cupboard that needs a key. So, right, we're going to be needing... Oh, no, those are just standard books, though. Zealotry. He might secretly be a heretic, we'll have to bloody see. Okay, I don't see a key. But then again, it's his house, here we flipping go. 2 keys, in fact. Just help myself to all of that. And now we can help ourselves to whatever's in your secret locked cabinet. And okay, well that was unexpected. Okay, just keep taking things. Eventually one of them might be compelling evidence, I'm not sure. We purge ourselves in the duel, Sheogorath will mend us. We purge our friends in duel, Sheogorath will mend them. We purge our enemies in war, Sheogorath will abandon them. Speak not of the duelist, speak only of the duel. Speak not of the combatant, speak only of the combat. Oh! He's a member of the Fight Club that happens up on the roof. Gotcha! This has nothing to do with murdering the Duchess. It's just him and his Fight Club. Okay, still nothing, but I have seen that Fight Club happening. I know who the other members are. In particular, yes, there's a woman in a big, lovely purple dress. She sometimes fights him. I've seen that happening before, so she might be the right candidate to get the information out of, if I can find her anyway. Here we go, Maureen. I have seen you at the same Fight Club as my suspect. Okay, I've tortured her, but her dear stepped in to say, no, this is not the right approach, so... okay, I may not necessarily be on the right footing here. Although, potential thing of note, there does appear to be a zombie in her bedroom who, yes, possibly is supposed to be chained up, but currently, isn't, so that's a bit on the odd side too. And on the desk, a couple of bits of parchment, but nothing on either. That's not to say there is nothing on them. Could be written in, yes, a special ink or whatnot. But if it is, I don't know how to make it legible.
I don't know anything. Not for certain. I hear that Mazada has been seen talking to Syl's guard captain, Nelvine, but I haven't seen them. Not wise for me to be outside late at night. Too easy to catch another cold. But if the rumours are true, you should keep an eye out for them. Oh, leave me alone. I've got enough wrong with me already. I don't need new wounds to add to my troubles.
Okay, there we bloody go. Right. I was kind of going around town torturing everyone. I had no idea what I was supposed to be looking for there, but eventually, my initial instinct, just torture the barkeep and she'll say something, it did pay off. Marvellous. So, Mazada and Nelrine late at night in Crucible. Find them listening on the conversation. Okay, it's currently 7:45 at night, so honestly, yeah, that's not that late at night, and we also need to factor in, hang about, your door's right here. You do have an upstairs door, though. Does it actually, yeah, go onto a balcony, or could you be going out of that to meet up with people? Oh, yeah, he could be coming out of either door, so following him's going to be a bit on the tricky side. Then again, if I come up onto, yeah, here, this balcony that cuts between the street and the back street, I could keep an eye on, yeah, this bit of the road and also the back alley. So me and Herdia, we hide up here. Let's assume, yeah, late at night might mean 11 PM onwards. Just get around here. And also John. if you're trying to locate people, then what you need is scouting about. So now I can actually, yeah, figure out who's... Wait, what? There's... Oh, that's just a beggar. That's a beggar. That's where one of the beggars sleeps. Lovely. Yeah, just keep your eyes open. And we should, if we're lucky, see... Okay, that's two people who are not meeting. Actually, you know what? That does make sense, though. Any two people getting nearby to each other at this time of night when most people are asleep. That might be good enough. And here we go. I see movement at about midnight. Just... Hello. Are you two guys going to meet by any chance? And that's... That's sickly Bernice. That doesn't look like who I'm looking for. But you... You look like you've got a tail to me. It's okay, just... Hang on, is that my target or not? Oh no, hang on. This is a Khajiit, but it's not the one I was expecting.
So much to gather, so little time. Perhaps you can help. You might help against the coming storm.
Hangabout have discovered someone new here, which does make you rather suspicious, it must be said.
It's coming. I think I'm the only one who sees it, though, and I'm going to be ready. Oh, yes, I'll be ready.
Okay, I think we might have discovered the only person on these islands as sane as me. The coming storm. She knows what's coming. She knows the island's gonna sink into the sea. Right, me and you are Jasta. We're the only sane people here.
That's right. I've been stockpiling supplies, things I'll need to ride it out, or survive when they come for me.
Okay, there's no they, though. It's the sea. The sea's coming, Jasta. Bloody hell, I've gone mad. I'm actually as mad as everyone around me. These islands, they're not a good place to live.
I've been gathering things for quite a while, but there are still a few I'm missing. Perhaps you'd bring them to me. I still need the Amulet of Disintegration, the Ring of Desiccation, and, of course, the Calming Pants. Must have the Calming Pants. Bring these to me, and I will reward you well. Ajazda has many, many things.
Okay, well, I've definitely got the Amulet of Disintegration already.
Let me know when you've found what I need.
Okay, I might need all three before she'll take it. Or I don't have it because I left it in Anvil. That's possible too. Okay, but hang on. Back to, yes, what I was originally supposed to be doing. Who's that down there? Scouted about, very useful for, you know, locating people. Oh, hang on. Are you, by any chance, the guard captain? I suspect that might be the guard captain right there. Bloody hell, her dear. Get down. We do not want to be spotted.
Have you made any progress? Will Anya assist us?
No, that blasted Inquisitor got to her. We'll need to find someone else.
See that you do so immediately. This is the one task which you were assigned. If you cannot complete it, you will be removed. Are we clear?
I will. I want to see Syl dead just as much as you do. She cannot be allowed to survive after what she's done. It's despicable.
Good. I shall expect a progress report soon. And keep your head down. The Inquisitor must not become involved.
Okay, there we go. So, Nelrine is definitely involved, but she's captain of the guard. In fact, she may be actually the key conspirator in this. But, best option is to start at the bottom and work up. If we just confront Nelrine with no evidence, she'll just deny it. So, okay, I've now got something I can use to toss in Mazada's face. Speaking of which, Mazada, my old friend, let's have a nice chat with some light torture.
I've told you, I don't know anything. You can't prove a thing.
I mean, technically I actually still can't, but like, okay, if I drop some key words into the conversation, maybe he'll panic.
What? It's for the good of Crucible. You must see that. Please, spare me. I'll do anything.
I want the full story, which is, you implied that she's done something terrible that means she deserves to die. I want to know what it is.
You don't know, do you? She's kept it a secret even from you. She and Théoden, they've been meeting in secret. They've been doing things together, consorting. You understand me? It cannot be permitted. She must be stopped.
Okay. Théoden is the Duke of Madness, isn't he? So, right. Mania and Dementia are not allowed to do the bedroom bow wow. That's apparently a crime as far as various citizens of Crucible are concerned. Gotcha.
I don't know, besides Nelrine. She is taking orders from someone, but won't tell me who. If I find out, will you promise to spare me?
Okay, so... very well, Mazada. Bring me some names and let's see what we can learn from you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You are too kind. I shall bring you names, I promise. Meet me in my house tomorrow at midnight. I'll have the information for you.
Okay. I feel like he's not making it to tomorrow at midnight, otherwise he'd just give me the names right now. I mean, just out of interest, can we just at this point start torturing Nelrine?
What do you want?
And I'd like to have a chat about that lovely conversation I just overheard.
I hope for your sake you are not accusing me of anything.
Come on, Nelrine. Let's flipping... Oh, I'm about to basically condemn Mazada to death, aren't I? Because she specifically said the Inquisitor can't get involved. So, if I say this to her, potentially Mazada's going to die, but... screw it. I would like to hear her side of the story anyway.
Did you? And you have proof of this? No, you don't, do you? Well, then you'll get nothing out of me.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she's not wrong, but... how are you at torture, just out of interest?
Please, no!
Okay, she seems pretty keen not to be tortured, so let's just give her a quick bit of the old zap-zap, see if that loosens her tongue a bit.
Your efforts are futile. You will get nothing from me.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep going until such time as my torturer says there's no point in continuing. So basically, yes, let's just get back into it now, Rain.
Very well. I am a part of the group that wishes to see Syl drowned in a pool of her own blood, but I am not in charge. You want the leader. You want Murine. But no amount of torture will get a confession from her. You'll need more than just my confession. You'll need evidence, and I have none.
Okay, so... right, hang on. Hang on. So, Herdia, remember how you told me about, like, 10 minutes ago, how I shouldn't continue torturing Marine because she had nothing to do with the conspiracy? Well, it turns out she did, and you were giving me very bad advice. Still, I need evidence, and I'm guessing that evidence is going to come from Mazada. Though, given what she said, I feel like Nelrine or Murine are going to, yes, most definitely bump Mazada off before tomorrow evening. Still, we shall flipping see. We've got, yes, now about 24 hours to kill, give or take. So, how about we go and find a fork? Here we go, the very first camp I came across. Just nip back over there. Just remember, yes, tomorrow at midnight we need to be back at New Sheoth. So, hello, sorry, turns out you've respawned by the looks of it. But no need for trouble, buddy. No need for trouble. I'm just here for the... hello, there's now 2 of you apparently. Marvellous. Also, John, you could have just brought a heretic's robe. Alright, you know that you could go in disguise around these guys, so, right, just take the robe. Next time we need to do this, this should be a-okay, so... hang about, there's something around here somewhere. There it is! The fork. Beautiful. Right, back in Bliss, and also, yes, Big Head apparently has, an actual home of his own here, so... understandably, it is a bit on the odd side. One Grummite statue holding a pitchfork, and then so many more pitchforks on top of that. Marvellous. And forks. I don't know what I was expecting, because it really should have been this. Then just additional forks right there. Right, so this guy has built his entire identity in life around forks. Brilliant. Here you go, Big Head. I've brought you the fork of horripilation.
You bring the fork. Happy day. The blind shall see. The lame shall walk. The short shall tall. Forks for all. Big Head names you friend. Songs of friendship. Songs of ship friends. Presents for you. Presents on hatching day. Big Head was hatched, but his brother was not. Presents for Egg Friend. Almost forgot. Selfish Big Head. Shellfish Big Head. Big Head knows secrets, secrets of learning, alchemy, sneaking, and stabbing with blades. Which will you learn?
Okay, so, admittedly, I'm already, maxed out on sandwich making and sneaking, so I guess by default, I shall take Blade Buddy.
Big Head knows a secret about blades. Point them out, never in. Blade is out, poke, poke, poke. Kill the grandpa niche.
Okay, so apparently that's not something I considered before, and I've got a skill point. Lovely.
The best armor in the city is at the missing pauldron.
Okay, it's rather delightful that, yes, if you just ask him for rumours after you're done, all of a sudden, he's just got a completely normal rumour. That's lovely. Though I tell you what, he has actually just reminded me, I did pick up the bow matrix earlier. Here we go. Magical bow, let's see how good this old girl is. Okay, like a bolt out of hell is, 21 damage, though it's not in quite perfect condition at this moment. And 25 points of shock damage. Perfect amber bow is a tiny bit higher in base damage, and that's the damage that gets multiplied out. Though, the problem is damage health isn't something I could double up. Then again, if I was using the bow, I wouldn't be doubling that up anyway. Weight is just a tiny, tiny bit more. How do I feel about how it looks, though? I mean, I like the black and gold, but it feels small. Yeah, it's definitely smaller than my existing bow, which is kind of annoying. So, you know what? We'll use it just for the minute, because, okay, how does it look when I'm, like, holding it? I mean, I can't deny, the golden string is kind of cool, yes. Okay, Lance said at midnight in his house. It's currently, 9 AM after he told me that, so about 15 hours should get me to round about the right time. And now, bow in hand, because I suspect I'm walking into a bit of an ambush here. Yes, that's Errol's Mystery, John. That's a completely different building. Here we go. Cracking you open, apparently. Now I've got your key. Lovely. And as I suspected, he didn't make it to the end of the next day. So, okay, just crack open this and... cupboard key. Okay. He didn't have evidence on him, but that locked cupboard upstairs that I was suspicious of right from the start. Just mosey on around to that. This is where we have got... Okay, her short sword. That's good solid evidence that she's involved, because yes, her sword is inside. Well, then again, she could just say, oh, my sword, it was stolen by this bastard. But, okay, it's a start at least. Noreen asked me to hold on to the sword. She said I should give it to Anya and have her do the deed, but Anya wouldn't. Now maybe you can find a better use as evidence. Syl will recognise it. Maureen is in charge. She's the one telling Noreen what to do. If I'm not around her, I hope this is enough evidence to bring her in. I hope I'm alive to see it. Now, okay, the question is, how is it that Maureen is in charge? Why would the captain of the guard be following orders from some random woman in town? What makes her the ringleader? Well, I guess we're about to find out. So just break into her house at night so she's nice and alone. No conspirators around or anything, though. Okay, she just literally have her zombie friend here. Potentially her zombie friend might cause trouble. So, hello there, Maureen. We need to have a chat.
I see you've done quite a bit of work to track me down. Yes, I orchestrated it. Syl deserves to die a painful death for turning on all of us and consorting with our enemies. Go ahead, do what you will. Nothing matters now.
Okay, so I guess what I'm supposed to have learnt here is, the two sides hate each other. Possibly too much. Mania and Dementia, as far as Sheogorath is concerned, might just be supposed to be two halves of the same thing. Whereas the people down in the town, yeah, they find out their Duchess is sleeping with the Duke of Mania, they're actually willing to assassinate her because they're so furious about that, and there was no problem getting conspirators on board. Like, multiple people, including Captain the Guard, they were happy to help out. So, right, that might be the problem, the truth I was supposed to be getting to. These people are basically in a war that Sheogorath might not approve of.
Haven't you got what you need? Shouldn't you be running off to tattle like a good little servant?
Okay, so she's not gonna fight to me, but she's not willing to tell me anything else either. Well, there we go. We've got a confession, and we also know the motive, and we've secured the murder weapon, so better and better and better. Oh, speaking of which... No special enchantment or anything. In fact, it's not even that bloody good. Oh, fun fact by the way, this wasn't the Duchess's bedroom. This is where Kithlan and Anya are just hanging out together. I'm so sorry I robbed you earlier when I thought I was robbing the Duchess. And my lady, I have got multiple confessions, murder weapons, motives, everything you could ever want. But yes, let's start at the top here. Murim was actually the ringleader.
Is that so? I shall have her brought to the torture chamber at once. Meet me there shortly.
Okay, I really feel like we should, finish up this conversation a bit more first. Like, for example, the person who's the head of your guard, she's also in on it. Also, seriously, I love this dress. I am gonna get hold of this dress, no matter what it takes. Oh, and that was bloody fast. She's already inside the torture chamber. Lovely.
You've confessed to attempting to kill me, I understand. The penalty for this treachery is death, and is to be carried out immediately. You see now what happens when those who oppose me fail, which they always do. I'm pleased with your work, Inquisitor. As a token of my appreciation, I shall spare your life and make you a courtier of Dementia. In addition, accept this bow. May your enemies fear you and never know from where or with what enchantment you shall strike.
Okay, so, one, that was very underwhelming. Gonna be honest, I feel like, yes, you could have done more to torture her. That was just push a button and she dies. Very underwhelming indeed. But two, did you just imply you just might have given me maybe some form of chaos bow that's got a random enchantment on it, so my enemies don't know what they're about to be hit with? Because that sounds hilarious. Oh my goodness, it actually is. We're gonna need to play with that as time goes by, because I don't know how powerful the spell effects could be, and whether we're just talking, fire versus frost, or whether we could also do wacky extra stuff. I do not know. So, with a much better understanding as to what's going on in Dementia, I'd say that's enough for now. But next time, we're gonna go speak to Thaden, and potentially, we're gonna learn some good secrets about the people who live in the City of Bliss. So, join me next time as we continue learning about New Sheoth. Hopefully, you are looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Oblivion. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.